plus we'd have to stick to British times, which can be weird.
We are live.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
Yeah, Wiki.
So, boy, you can end your the Discord one.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel kind of sucky that, you know, I got these modules and it's like, hey, let's do this. And it's like, no.
Okay. So then do it.
But I got no one to do it.
You just said that you had 3 other people.
Yeah, don't you say like a
I
lot of
don't.
people in your
I
home like
no,
play tabletop games?
no. I didn't say I had 3 in regards to 3 other people. It's all about you
Include 3
guys.
other people. So you
No.
were including us in that.
Yeah. I was saying that
Okay,
you
but you
guys
said
were the
3
3
other
other people.
people, and then you said and. Okay, the way you worded it made it sound like there's 3 other
No.
people interested.
No.
And the way
No.
you're making it sound was that there was people who were interested in doing the animal campaign stuff.
No. No one is interested in doing it.
Okay, your conversation was very confusing. Okay, if it's the animal one-shot stuff, I mean, I myself, no.
Yeah, I don't have any other modules, so yeah. Well, I do, but not ones that, you know, people would want to get into, because the only other ones I got is, you know, Strahd, which is just a mess all the time anyway, and Beyond and Portal, which is
Fair, to be fair, Strahd was also a mess because of people who were interacting in it. You know, first time
The
was
threats have been
against,
dealt with,
you know, like
and
for
the
me and you,
Dreadmaster's
Amiki was
technology
against 2 very
neutralized.
shaky people
Thank you for
who
that. You
were
know,
very new to D&D,
all my
didn't want to take
life
certain
I
things
aspired to
serious, and
hide
then,
some
you know, like there was a
cruelty
lot of
and
back and forth,
passion.
stuff
But
like
the
that.
Dreadmasters, they
Then
went
the
and
too
no,
second
far.
occurrence
Strahd is
that,
the cursed module
We
for us.
went
I
too
totally
far.
get that.
Passion
well,
without
no, it's just
humanity is
it's been weird. I know
meaningless.
I can't do it
Can I
because
have
if
my
I do it, I'm
salvage
gonna
what you
make it
didn't
too
destroy?
scary for some of the
I'm
people in
sure
our group.
someone clever could make use of it.
And again, we've had issue because, you know,
Send a squad to gather what's
when you
left.
have
Let's
someone
not let the
who
Dreadmaster's
fireballs
skills
the
go to
start of
waste.
We will see it done.
a
The
story,
troops
it's
are
a little
almost
rough.
ready. We can secure a route to the fortress and protect your flank if you act as vanguard. But we still need a way through the fortress gates.
Yeah, the other one I
According to
have
our
is
recon
the
data, they're built with
unimported
highly
adventures,
dense
but those are
materials, conventionally
kind of
unbreakable.
weird because they are part of
Can we
actual main
circumvent them?
campaigns
How
and
are they
stuff, but you
controlled?
only see a segment
There's
for
an
the
outer
5e version.
watchtower with command of the gates. Its computers are built with ancient Sith and Rakata technologies.
Like, I
Will
can only speak for
withstand it from
myself in
orbit.
regards to
I know that
why Strahd went the way it did, right? But I can only think that part of the reasons, like, think about like when we did Strahd, we also did like different characters than we usually do.
Yeah.
And we were going like
Like,
very experimental with it, like a lot. Like, so we
yeah.
were trying some things
Like,
and they didn't work out, and you know, happens.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's like, you know, the Sun the Citadel one I did, Poi?
Yeah.
That one, along with all the others in the Yawning Portal, are actually part of a much bigger
You deserve praise.
campaign. But those bigger campaigns are only in the original versions. I can't remember what Sun of Citadel is. I think that's either 2E or 5E. I can't remember. But either way, that whole campaign wasn't translated to 5e. Only Sun of Citadel part was. So it should continue, but you can't continue it in 5e unless you do like a bunch of conversions and whatever. I don't have the brain power to do that. Or the know-how to do that, really. Because systems be like very different from each other, and it's, you know, you can't just put in like, say, 5 drow and expect the same result, because drow in one system could be insanely powerful compared to a drow in another system. And vice versa.
I still stand by that Strahd is not cursed. It was just failed experiments, bad player interaction, and bad character interaction.
I mean, it is very much
I
one of
like
those things as well. Yeah.
I like to say Strahd is cursed because let's face it, it really fits the module saying something's cursed.
No.
Hmm. The only other one I could think of maybe doing is the second half to the Tiamat one.
No, that one is no.
Hmm.
Because that one has a lot of factions and intersecting story bits, and there's a lot of possibilities for players to not choose the path you want them to.
That
And
is a fair
Amiki,
point.
that can
Yeah.
take months. Like the second half of the Tiamat campaign is a long, long journey.
Trying to think, I know I have one other book. Um, oh, that's what it's called.
Hell, we derailed the entire second half of the first fucking half of Tiamat
We did.
by making one move.
We derailed the story times and trying to by making
Damon, I
sure.
don't. Out of curiosity, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this one. Do you know the Out of the Abyss book?
Yeah,
Does that one have a module in it? I can't
yeah,
recall. I know
out
I
of the,
have it.
yeah, yeah,
I have that book.
okay. Amiki,
Yeah.
it's not about what, it's about who and stuff like that. If you want to run a thing, you need to run a thing, and you just got to pick it.
I mean, yeah, but I want to pick something that people would want to play, and
Why does it have to be D&D either?
because that's the only one I'm really familiar with D&D,
I
like tabletop
mean,
stuff.
theoretically, if you're going to run it, you're going to run it. That means you have to know and learn the system regardless, right?
Yeah, but I know D&D, and I'd rather stick with D&D.
Okay.
I don't want to be learning a whole new system. Because
But what if
again,
it's an easy system?
I gotta find if whatever an easy system is.
I know several.
I know none.
Old World VTM is actually very easy to learn and understand. Most of the descriptions of things are explained in ways that it's like, oh, I get it. Um, a lot of the stats and high points of representations, they give real world examples of what they mean and what they do. So instead of being like, as a DM, like, can this spell do this? Can your ability actually, cause you to be able to lift this much or move this much or do this feat? And a lot of those are literally explained. Like for example, like your strengths, like how much can you lift? Can I pick this up and throw someone at it? Instead of D&D guessing, there's literally a simple thing of being like, oh yeah, that weighs about maybe like 500 pounds. Like it's a large stone, or oh, it's like this, or and yeah, that's one system. There's also the Star Wars D20 system that people have made. It basically is 5e sort of. Then there's the actual Star Wars system itself, which is also relatively easy. Pathfinder is so similar to D&D that, like, theoretically,
I
besides changing up a couple stat and things of how, like, it's worded and called, that's the only real big difference.
Yeah, I must admit I was curious about doing a Pathfinder module, but I don't. It's
But
not so
at
much
that
because I'm
point,
not familiar. I don't know.
but at that point, the same world you're going to be dealing with. So at that
Yeah.
point, you might as well just do D&D, honestly.
Yeah.
But again, VTM, Star Wars one, there's a superhero one that's pretty easy to get into. Um, and it's also just like what type of words you're going through, like what type of vibe you want, like things like that. For example, if you do VTM, VTM is filled with a lot of like dark occult stuff. But does that mean that everything that you deal with has to be straight up horror? No, you could be just a quirky group of, I don't know, werewolves and vampires who, like just got pissed off with the wars and stuff, and now they've come together to do and deal with like, I don't know, like trying to find an apartment to live in and like like just random shit that they have to do to try to get it. Like you can do whatever with some of the systems. Even like the superhero one is vague enough to where you don't necessarily have to put it in a hardcore superhero villain world. You can theoretically shift it to a lot of themes and stuff like that. And as far as creating an adventure goes, screw a module, just go with a stupid simple adventure. Like there's a lot of the systems where they have stuff just easy to create enemies. Um, and as if you're doing a one shot, you don't necessarily have to come up with a fuck ton of combat encounters. You can come up with a very specific number of combat encounters. And then you don't have to worry about modules telling you like, here goes a table, roll from this. And depending on the roll, you have to make these one of 20 encounters. Some of the modules will have those encounters pre-made, but as we both know, a lot of those encounter things, especially on Roll20, they're not set up right.
Yeah, see, I feel like that's my problem. I don't do the creative side. My brain
Well,
can't
I mean,
handle that bit.
sure, but you also struggle to follow someone else's rules sometimes when it comes to modules. Like when they have predefined stuff, like sometimes you're just like you're struggling to grasp what their story is and you're trying to translate it to you understanding it. When you create your own, you're creating your own. You know all the rules.
Yeah, I don't have the brain power for that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, again, depending on your setting and what you're trying to run, your work can be very simple. Like, for example, VTM. If you take it place in the real world in modern times, do you have to create a map? No. We could literally do a campaign in your city. You could use Google Maps and your own knowledge of the surrounding area to create encounters. Like, you have a shopping plaza, right?
Yeah.
Imagine at night, like some werewolves and vampires duking it out in VTM, or one of the superhero ones. It doesn't necessarily gonna have to be superhero villains, but if you're set in a modern setting, you can use any of these systems, including the Star Wars system or the D&D system, to create modern day encounters. Now, you're not having to think about fantasy or things you don't understand. You're now thinking about things that you can go down the street and visualize. That's how D&D starts. That's how DMing starts. Is just that baseline root imagination. And what do we base our imagination off of? What we see in real life. I mean, one of my first games DMing was VTM, and not having to worry about the world and just being able to creatively do characters and just instead of worrying about designing shops and things like that, locations, I could just look onto Google and be like, well, not Google because this is early. I mean, I could get like the rough maps and stuff, but yeah, like the work was done. Then it's just make villain. And if you don't want to make a villain, don't worry. A lot of these rule systems and game systems, even D&D, have pre-made enemies that you can just steal and use. Also, guys, for a while now, Zoom has been on passive. So, good job, everyone. She's back on,
Healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might just leave it.
What do you mean?
Hmm?
I can't do the DME shit. I,
Jesus
I
Christ.
just I just don't have that
I'm saying
brain power for it.
take it baby steps.
I no, I'm saying I can't do it. I flat out can't do that.
Okay. Because you
I
need
know
to
from
be able to create on the fly. Like that's just bare
yeah,
minimum for you.
yeah.
That is
I can't
true.
do
And
that.
because no matter what, your players are going to make choices. And it can be frustrating when you have a module and they have the rules and you're like, my players aren't following. And Miki, you've felt that when
Oh yeah, yeah,
they're supposed to be doing something and that you see your world start to crumble.
yeah.
That's stressful. That's fucked up. Like doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't feel good. Like
And
again, I've said it before 1,000 times. It was fucking amazing, like people's plans. But yeah, I literally saw like amazing, awesome plans that I should be super happy about destroy stuff, and it made me feel bad, thinking like I'm not sure if I want stuff to happen, even though I want stuff to happen, obviously. Why is my phone being weird? Nah. As I mentioned before, the best 50 quid I ever spent.
let's get it read your story.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
But maybe DMing isn't for you, Miki, and that's fine.
Yeah, sometimes people aren't
I
good for
know.
things, you know? Happens.
I know, I know, it's just because I got all these modules and I can't bloody use them, and it's like, ah.
To be fair, Miki, how many times did I tell you not to get them?
I know.
So
I
I
know.
mean,
Probably was just really hoping to have like another shot at it.
and you know me, Miki, I would be more than happy for someone to be like, I want to DM more.
Yeah.
And also not feel like I'm wearing shackles.
Yeah, that I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, Damon, in all honesty.
It's like, oh wait, is super shackled. Like, ooh. Guys,
Yeah,
there's a console over here.
that it does nothing, it does jack shy.
Oh, well, that's why.
No, it does shy.
We
Take it.
Alright, now what?
Take the thingy.
There you go.
Long ago, you sought to free us from Belsada's prison.
Yeah.
Since then you have grown. In mind and body. In skill and in spirit.
Meanwhile, we have tasted death. On Darvanis, the Empire slew Lord Styrak and ripped him from our Union.
From our wound bleeds our memories, our names, our ambitions. We tasted oblivion and it drowns us. Like you, we are changing.
Talk to me, Dreadmasters. Why are we here? Why are you telling me this?
Once we desired an empire. Now with the death of Lord Styrak, we are going mad.
The wound must be healed. Our union requires a sixth, or there will be only chaos.
You have ruined worlds together. Alone, your deeds are legendary, and legions tremble at your name. One of you may possess strength enough to join us. Your mortal dreams will be our feast, and our union will grow strong.
Dread Masters are now.
You brainwash your servants. I know how that works. And you don't want to try it on me.
Your resistance cannot last.
You must first be degraded. You must be humbled and humiliated, stripped of all but fear.
Even now, our ships prepare to launch and deliver our devices to other worlds. Dromund Kars, Nar Shaddaa, and Coruscant.
Populations will be infected, and planets overgrown. Mothers will kill daughters as soldiers weep in terror. All you love and prize will fall. You will try to stop our ships and fail. Then you will be ready to join us.
I don't understand what he was saying. What was that one part?
And then you'll be
He
ready
said
to join us.
he said you will file. File? Is that like a is that a what does that mean? Is that like a type of
Not
is
succeed.
it oh oh
Fail.
oh oh got
Fail.
fail. Oh well, I've never done that before, so no, not even a soft chuckle.
Do you go
I
to
Oh,
the Star
pity
Shop?
chuckle. Huh? No, we're
Or-
gonna fast travel back to Hardgrave.
and I did a side chuckle.
One of your acolytes has gone mad. Your protection may be wanting.
I am concentrating. I am trying to focus. What?
We don't have much time. I recovered the computer core, but the Dreadmasters are launching an attack on the Empire.
Oh, blast it all!
That explains the signals we're picking up. Hyperdrives coming online not far from the fortress.
Get the gate codes off the computer. We're going into the fortress next.
Yes, of course. But please, do not let the Dreadmaster's ships reach our worlds. What they would do is unthinkable.
Hurry as you wish. But you will watch your planet burn.
Yeah, what do I do next?
Thank
Murderdeath.exe. And we're actually gonna take a little bit of a trick, guys.
Okay.
Do you guys see this speeder right here?
What's it?
Go to the Dread Fortress Bridge.
I can't.
I can't.
You can't?
Nope.
We can.
It's
Okay.
bugged out.
Okay, well, then I got a better idea. Go to the guild ship. Because
ship?
we have power.
We have this technology.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you guys shortcutted over to the place.
I'm on the guild ship.
Okay, then exit to Oriacon. Or Recon.
I will be
Fortress
there.
Bridge.
I'll be there in a moment. I just gotta quickly check something.
Your sugar levels.
No, my toe.
I was close.
It was not close at all.
You're checking your toe because of your abhorrent sugar levels.
No.
Uh-huh.
I'm checking my toe because I injured it the other day and it hurt. So I
Yeah,
was checking to
because of
make
your
sure it's not bleeding.
diabetes.
No,
Gotta be extra
because
careful with your feeties.
No, it's because I cut my toenail too short.
But are you saying you don't have to be extra careful with your feeties because of diabetes?
I mean, I do, but in all honesty, I just want my feet chopped off because I hate my feet.
That, that is some very interesting psychological behavior. You may want to go talk to someone about that.
I don't want to. I just want my feet chopped off. I'm fed up with toe infections and getting my nails trapped and stuff and fucking hell. I actually talked about it today at someone at work. You know those little metal railings in between carpets? Or metal bits in
Yeah.
between carpets and
Yeah.
stuff? When I was younger, I accidentally caught my little toe nail in that and it ripped the nail off,
Ugh.
almost completely. And ever since then, the nail on that toe has grown weird. And it's grown really, really short and I have to keep maintaining and cutting it.
What are you doing over there
But
for?
but also because of that, the way the skin recovered, it went over the nail as well. So that whole nail and toe is otherwise completely fucked. So yeah. But yeah, those metal railings, fucking and ever since then I have just kept my socks on.
I can see why.
People don't realize how important it is wearing socks when you're indoors until the nail gets ripped out one day randomly. Granted, it was the middle of the night and I got up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. I wasn't,
Oh, that's even
supposed to be
worse,
wearing
because
socks. Yeah,
because you
yeah,
don't even
but
expect it, and then it happens, you know?
yeah, yeah, I was tired, it was dark, I was also a kid, and I was literally trying not to wake my parents up. And I literally held my tongue as I went to my sister's room and then bawling, cried with her. I was like, my toenail got ripped out. Help.
Over here against the wall.
Wow.
Murder. Walls, the most dangerous thing in this game. I even find that a lot of PvP battles can come down to who can control a wall. I'm not even kidding. Poi can probably attest to that. Like, when you're fighting someone and they go and run and hide behind a wall, and you're like, fuck. And then you go around and they blast you the moment they go around, and then they teleport back around the other side of the wall, and you're like, crap. Okay, then back over this way, guys, and back over this ship.
Maintaining control of space is important. That's why Obi-Wan said, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
I have the high ground. Yep.
Did you
Life
really have to
lesson
say
right
that, Crow
there.
Boy?
Yes, I did. I had to.
Yeah.
I'd have been England in there somewhere. That's the fourth one. If you don't mind, I need to blow this up. There you go, blow it up.
Oh.
They didn't seem to mind, though.
I don't think the boy can hear me.
I can hear
Wait,
you.
boy, can you?
Help, guys, seriously. He kept CCing Zoom. See? Guys, I almost died, because there is no way I'm pulling my full power out on someone that weak.
Oh, boy, this is a bag of conquest accommodations here for you. It's behind you. Unless you already picked it up, I don't know.
Well, you gotta stand close to the group, guys. Oh, God, look at her heels. Look at them. Oh, they're so juicy. Oh, that fart cloud. Keep farting on us, Zoom.
No, I don't want to be farted on.
You don't want to be farted on by Zoom?
I want her heel gases, but not via fart.
Nope, I programmed her to only fart it out. Seriously, guys, just get over here.
Ah,
Blow it up.
it's already done.
Done. Now we gotta kill
You
3
did it.
the commanders, the people.
Oh, so we killed one, right?
Yeah, we killed one.
Yeah,
We gotta kill
there's
2
one
more.
down there.
That's a commando, not a commander.
Host
No, it's
commander.
I thought
Me, we
Commando's
didn't have to
insane.
fight this at all.
Um,
And you didn't even question it. You just turned and started shooting.
I thought
Follow
Commando's
me. Nope. Nope.
Okay.
God damn it, Abiki. You didn't even say, like, is that one? You just started shooting. You're like, oh, there's one.
I wanted to try and take initiative. It didn't work.
It did not work at all.
That'll work. Let's see. Where's David go?
This way. You need to come back up on one boy. I wanted to do the opposite of our group name. You know. Yeah. I like doing that. That's fun.
The hell?
What do you mean, what the hell? Oh. Okay, Missy. Yeah, that was another thing that people wanted me to do. Was be loud, be leadery, and take initiative. I'm like, yeah, no, you don't know me at all, do you?
What up? Let's group them all together.
I have less than an hour or half an hour, depending on when I get there. So I'm gonna speed run through whatever I can do.
Literally nothing.
Yeah, I thought so.
You can start going through the Oricron stuff. You got the quest from the robot, right? Not the Prelude to Revan. I'm gonna take that as a no. Go to Fleet.
I'm just gonna check in on my auction house sales and stuff.
Well, you can at least grab the quest and get it like going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got Shave Islam.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Let's see if the other guys spawn back.
I'm just waiting for a text right now. or when I have to go. Does that mean Shave is the... Oh yeah. That does mean that Shavil's armor is...
Found it! I found the song! The rock song that defeated...
I think he found the song.
I don't know. I don't know if he actually did.
Yeah, I got pushed down.
You can get up again.
No.
They're always gonna keep her down.
Yeah.
Okay, was that completion? Completion.
Yeah, defeat the... Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it.
I was gonna go back to
Okay,
that
fast travel back to the thingy, dude. Okay, guys. Congratulations, you've completed Oricon.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Next quest we can't do.
Okay.
Wait, what's the Oricon thing?
I mean, Turtle. That's the thing. Technically, you don't have to do Oricon if you don't want to. If you want, you could skip it and go into Shadow of Revan, technically, and I could start them on that. So while you're gone, you're not missing as much. Because Oricon, I can just explain to you guys what finishes the story. Because it's a operation that is currently not in rotation, meaning no groups are doing it.
Imperial troops are holding a path.
Oh.
And now that you've
Can we just
neutralized the
do it
Dreadmaster's
again?
attack, I expect you'll go for the throat.
Can we just do what again?
Show
The
the
Oricon
Empire
thing.
that their depravity leads to weakness, not strength. Make sure no Sith
Never mind.
is ever tempted to follow their path.
Wait,
When I'm
question.
finished,
Why do you want to do
no one
Oricon?
will remember the Dreadmasters.
My acolytes and I will confront the
Give
through the
me a
Force
second.
as you break their flesh. Perhaps we may even be useful.
Alright. So, what is this thing called?
Enough.
What thing?
You dared.
Things I'm selling.
Launch. For every Dreadguard killed, we will destroy one of your soldiers.
Unless you wish to bargain.
Tell us a secret. Tell us what you fear, and we will spare your servants.
Stop it! You want to know something I'm afraid of? I'll tell you.
Speak. Name your fear.
Darth Barris sought to use me as his weapon. I overcame him, but there are others, and I wonder if I can defy them all.
Let that thought suffuse you.
Enough humiliation. You will join us soon.
Alright.
Get to the fortress. Kill them. For all of us.
Do you do the speeder again?
No, because that's telling you to go to the Ops Dread Fortress, correct?
Okay,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah, we can't do that.
Okay.
What's the Flashpoint
that's it.
Directive 7?
That's it? Okay, cool.
Directive 7 is a side thing for, it's a flashpoint where there's basically like a small robot uprising.
Oh.
The Turtle, answer to my question. Why do you want to do Oricon?
I have no idea, but I want to get the full story.
Okay, Oricon is, you know how right now it's telling you to do Shadow of Revan?
Yeah.
Because one, Oricon is just, it's a finalization of a plot. That's all it is.
Oh.
You know how me and Poi helped let the Dreadmasters off of Valsavas?
Uh, no.
Me and Poi were the ones who freed them from Valsavas.
Oh.
So
So the Lord of Agony guy was one of the guys you freed,
uh
right?
basically,
Okay.
and a lot of their soldiers and stuff like that were, just followers, like people who they believe that, the Dreadmasters are, Dread given form, the dark side manifests, and they worship them.
Hmm.
And they brainwash their followers as well. Basically, it's just Republic and Empire get attacked by the Dreadmasters, and up to a small group of both to launch assaults on the Dreadmasters, putting an end to their reign, which is short-lived.
Hmm.
And it ends with an ops, which again we would have to weak for back under rotation.
Okay.
Like I've been paying attention to general chat in Fleet, and the last time I saw Dread Masters show up as a ops as a question was 2 days ago, and it was one person and no one joined the group
Wow.
because it's not in rotation right now.
I'm using the restroom, and I'm probably gonna leave.
Okay, so good news, Turtle, is you're not going to miss much by the time you get back.
Okay. You should take a Mickey through getting H150 HK51.
I am good on that.
Yeah. Plus, I don't want to have to dig through the sands and stuff again.
Me either.
I don't.
Okay.
Fucking windy.
See you guys later.
See
See
you
you,
guys
Turtle.
later. Um, I'm having a pondering.
Oh. Oh. The wind is just like it doesn't stop out there. It just takes all your heat.
I'm having a pondering, and this might be the last time I ponder it, but I want to give it a try anyway.
Oh, that's right. Oh, the shock of the cold murdered me. Oh.
What's up, Mickey?
Well, I keep saying that I shouldn't DM, and then I keep thinking about wanting to DM again, and I know
Jesus
it's something I want to do.
Christ.
No,
Do it or don't.
I want to do it with you guys, okay? So I want to make sure you guys want to do it too. So, so I wondered if you wanted to do a different module, Finny. Still D&D-esque, but it's not an official D&D
I
Finny.
don't know.
Okay.
Okay, shit. Oh wait, emergency fleet pass.
I do emergency fleet pass.
I'll be there in a moment.